Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we are unlocking a skill that is, quite honestly, the foundation for literally everything else we learn. We're talking about mastering the art of reading. I am super excited to guide you through this, drawing directly from a really fantastic guide by Booty. So whether you've ever found yourself wondering exactly how students improve reading comprehension, or you're a working professional just looking to learn faster and retain a lot more, you are absolutely in the right place. Let's just jump right into it. Okay, let's dive into this because, well, we've all been there, right? You read 3 dense pages, you get to the bottom, and then you realize you have absolutely no idea what you just read. It's exactly like driving on autopilot. Our source points out a really vital distinction here. Reading is so much more than just seeing words on a page. It is a stark contrast between passively consuming words and actually actively engaging your brain. Sheer volume just doesn't equal understanding if your method is flawed. To fix that autopilot problem, we'll be walking through a 6-step roadmap today. We'll cover the true purpose of reading, what to do before you read, active strategies for during reading, mastering your speed and vocabulary, the crucial steps for after reading, and finally, building lifelong reading habits. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, the true purpose of reading and exactly why these reading strategies actually matter. Implementing effective reading strategies gives you this amazing rapid-fire list of benefits. I mean, you're going to understand key ideas quickly, drastically improve your memory and retention, strengthen those critical reading skills, and naturally increase your reading fluency. Honestly, whether you are directly analyzing how students improve reading comprehension to ace your classes, or you're a professional trying to stay sharp in your field, these benefits are the absolute bedrock of long-term success. Moving right along to Section 2, before reading. Because yes, preparation definitely matters. Let's move to and see how this builds because, believe it or not, true comprehension starts before your eyes even hit the first paragraph. Step 1 is you have to set a specific goal. Ask yourself, am I reading to learn something completely new, to review, to think critically, or to sum things up? Setting that goal acts like a filter for your brain. Then, step 2 is to preview the text. Skim the headings, the subheadings, keywords, and summaries before you actually start reading. It primes your mind, kind of like warming up before a big workout. Now for Section 3, during reading. This is all about active engagement. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that this is the most crucial phase of the whole process. It's that huge mental shift from passive observation to active participation. Active reading techniques mean you are physically engaging with the text. You're underlining, highlighting, making little notes in the margins, and asking questions. You are no longer just a spectator. You're essentially having a conversation with the material, which helps you stay interested and learn significantly better. Another highly effective strategy is chunking. Ever try to consume a massive wall of text and just feel your concentration completely evaporate? Yeah, me too. Our source highlights that breaking the content up into tiny, bite-sized pieces and then actually pausing to think about what you've read after each one is hands down one of the single best ways to improve your memory. And as you pause after those little pieces, you need to be actively asking questions. What is the main idea here? What evidence supports it? Do I actually agree with this point? Constantly firing off these specific questions forces your brain to really analyze the text, which strengthens your understanding and just encourages much deeper thinking. Which brings us to Section 4, mastering speed and vocabulary, and how to optimize your pace. Okay, so this is where we optimize the actual mechanics of reading. Now, obviously, a strong vocabulary speeds up comprehension. But picture this. You're in the zone, everything is flowing, and then boom, you hit a word you don't know. Don't break your flow to go grab a dictionary or open a new tab. Instead, just jot down those unknown words on a notepad and look them up later. It's a super simple habit that grows your vocabulary without killing your momentum. So the crucial point is right here. Speed should never, ever make it harder to understand. Yes, for sure, you can use speed reading techniques like controlled skimming or training yourself not to vocalize every single word in your head, but meaning must always come first. You should never sacrifice actual comprehension just to say you finished the page faster. Next up, Section 5, after reading, where we focus on reviewing concepts. So you've finished the last sentence. But actually, scratch that. Your job isn't quite done yet. If you really want to know how students improve reading comprehension at rapid rates, our source provides a perfectly proven formula for what happens next. Step 1, read those small, concentrated passages. Step 2, immediately write down the essential concepts. And Step 3, summarize each piece in your own words. Summarizing is the ultimate litmus test. It proves you actually grasped the material rather than just temporarily holding it in your short-term memory. After you finish summarizing, you absolutely must review and reflect. Go back over those main points you pulled out. Skipping this review phase is a massive mistake. According to the guide, reviewing is the specific, targeted action that actually locks these concepts into your long-term memory for good. It cements the whole shebang. Finally, Section 6, Lifelong Reading Habits and the Sheer Power of Consistency. And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate, somewhat unglamorous secret to real success. Just read every day. Look, implementing these strategies once is great. It'll definitely help you pass a single test or get through a meeting. But everyday consistency, that is what builds the powerhouse reading habits that will genuinely last you a lifetime. Well, we have covered a whole lot of ground today, right? From setting a purpose before you even start, to actively questioning the text while you read, to summarizing and reviewing when you finish. But, as we all know, knowledge is only power if you actually use it. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. How will you apply these active reading strategies to your very next reading assignment? Are you going to continue to passively stare at pages on autopilot, or are you ready to take control and truly master the art of reading? The choice is entirely yours. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy reading!